Hi guys, and welcome back to the show. How is everybody? I hope everyone's doing really well. This is Jamie Phillips back again with another one for you guys. How is everyone? I hope you've had a great weekend. This video is basically about talking. It's Liverpool talk. We're on the international break, so there's not a lot to talk about, guys. So this is mainly Liverpool chat. We're going to basically talk about, is the quadruple a real possibility? Big up Ali, big up Jamie, quadruple is on. That's what I want to talk about today. Is the quadruple a real possibility for Liverpool Football Club? Because, we've already got one in the bag with the Carabao Cup, which is excellent. We've got 3 more to go. We've got a semi-final against Manchester City. We've got a quarter-final against Benfica in the Champions League, and we all know about the league. We'll find it out with Man City, and there's not much between the two teams, only 1 point, and we've got to go away to the Etihad still this season, and we have some hard fixtures. So, guys, this is what I want to talk about today. I wouldn't mind getting anyone on. If anyone wants to come on and have their say, let me know in the chat, and I will send a link because I'd like to talk about this. I think it's a good thing to talk about. John Moore in the house. Big up, Jamie. We are doing the quadruple. Look, I think we got as much of a chance as anyone ever has, to be perfectly fair. We've already got the Carabao Cup in the bag. I look at the Champions League. That's the next one I will look at, the Champions League. So we know our path to the final if we can get there. So we've got Benfica in the quarterfinal. Benfica are a very good football team. Can't disrespect Benfica. But at the end of the day, we should be beating Benfica to make the Champions League semi-final. Possible opponents in the semi-final are Bayern Munich. You look at the other side of the draw, Chelsea and Man City have got the Madrid sides. I expect both English teams to get through their games. I don't think this Real Madrid's that good. Real Madrid just absolutely got smashed. Was it 4-0 by Barcelona in the Clasico? This ain't a great Barcelona team ever either. So we're not talking about a tremendous. I think they drew Galatasaray in the Europa League just before that game. So we're not talking about an amazing Barcelona team. Real Madrid got beaten up. I think Benzema was missing that game as well. Liz, I believe until it's mathematically impossible. Yes, exactly. KVJ, even Jamie, we're good. I hope you're good as well, fella. I hope you're doing well. We'll make history this season, Jamie. Yeah, this is what I want to talk about. History is everything in football. These are the moments that you can live forever. Obviously, look, you talk to Man United fans, they talk about the treble in '99. It's what they talk about all the time. The FA Cup, the Champions League, the league. Look, like it or not, as Liverpool fans, it is a tremendous success. There's no doubt about that. History is everything in football, and I want that history as well. And this squad we've assembled under Jurgen Klopp is one of the best squads I've ever seen as a Liverpool fan. The closest I think we've come to was 88. The 1988 Liverpool squad was out of this world. This side for me is equally as good. I absolutely love this side we have built. We've got some tremendous players in this team. We've got probably the best strike force in Europe at this moment in time with Diaz, Salahs. Mane's, we've got such an amazing attacking lineup. We've got depth at the back. We've got 4 of the best centre backs around. Van Dijk and Matip, probably the best centre back partnership in the league. We got then Kanate and Gomez as understudies. I mean, what 2 better? I mean, our centre back situation is sorted. We got 2 tremendous left backs in Robbo and Tsimikas. Right back, we've only really got Trent, but he's generational and he's the best attacking right back in world football. We've got Alisson in goal. There's not many better number 1 goalkeepers around the world than Alisson. We got Kelleher, a great number 2. The depth in squad we have. The midfield, we've got Fabinho and Thiago. We've got some amazing players in this Liverpool team. And I don't think we'll ever get a better chance than to do this quad than we have now, guys. This is our chance. We don't know what's going to happen in the summer with certain players like Mo Salah. No, we know Divock Origi looks like he's going to AC Milan. So this is our biggest chance, guys. We are never going to have a better chance to win a quadruple than we are now. Let me just get to some of your comments. We're winning the Champions League. Sorry, my cat is in the room. We are here winning Champions League 2009. Tells me that we'll beat City in the final. This will bring more fans to our amazing club. Exactly. I hope that Liverpool fans appreciate how remarkably good our squad currently is. Exactly. Rivals can't say anything when we win the quad, Jamie. They cannot. People really are sleeping on Bradley. Yeah, he's a decent right back. Edward in the house. I'm more worried about our performances, really. We're winning, but not playing that well. If we keep playing below par, then our attack and defence won't be keep bailing us out. I'm going to get to that in a minute, Edward, because that is a good point you bring up. That's a really good point you bring up. But, look at the Champions League. That's the one I'm going to look at first. Look at Benfica. Decent side, but I think they're 40-1 to win the Champions League out of the teams that are left. So even Villarreal are better odds. So we should be beating Benfica. Then it's the semi-final. More than likely against Bayern Munich. Now, Bayern Munich are not the Bayern Munich of old. They haven't I don't think they got the league completely wrapped up yet. By this time last year and the years before, Bayern Munich have already had like a 15-point lead. I don't think it's like that this year. Nagelsmann keeps playing different formations and different teams. He's not quite sure on what team he wants to play. They've been beaten a few times this season. I think they got beaten by Bochum 4-2, Mönchengladbach 4-2. I think they drawn games with Dortmund. So they're not they're not the Borussia, they're not the Bayern Munich of old, and their defence ain't at their strongest. They've got good attackers, but their defence ain't at their strongest. Look, that'd be a tough game, a real tough game. But I do believe that's a game, if we have a full team, we can win at. But April is a massive month for Liverpool Football Club. Massive, massive month for Liverpool Football Club. I think we got Benfica before we play City in the league. Then we got Benfica after that. And then we got Easter weekend. We've got Manchester City in the semi-final. So just that alone is going to be hard work on our squad. Because we can't have bad performances, as Edward said earlier. Our performances have been a little down of late. But we're still winning games. And sometimes results at this time of the season are the only thing that matters. But we do need to pick them performances up a little bit. In that run of games, we've got to have performances. I believe a little bit that we don't want to run our legs out, because we are a team of high energy, high pressing, high counter pressing. That's the way we play. We must run as much as any team in Europe. And I do believe Klopp's starting the last couple of seasons. I think Klopp's starting to learn that we can't be burnt out. So from this time of the season now, we got to feel as fresh as we did in the beginning of the season in August. Because if your legs are burnt out now, you're not going to get away with it. And I think our performances have dipped a little bit because we're not playing with the high energy we were playing at before Christmas time. I think our energy levels have not dropped, but we're keeping them purposely low and getting past teams that we don't need to. When we play teams like Brighton and Norwich and all that, we don't have to play at fifth gear, high tempo to get them results. And when Liverpool don't play at the highest tempo, we don't look as good on the eye. So I think people think our performances are dropped because we're not playing at that high level, energy wise. And I think we'll be fine. Look, guys, our performances will pick up. There's no way our performances won't pick up when you're playing teams like Bayern, Benfica, Man City in the semi-final. Got games at home against Tottenham and Man United in April. We've got a busy busy month coming up, and I can't wait for it. This is what football's about, guys. Having things to play for in April. We've got titles to go. This quad for me. This is why I'm talking about it today. Is the quad a real possibility? And we've got to look at it properly. Liz, April is going to be brutal. I'm not sure my nerves can take it. I agree. I think it's actually harder for a City that bit of a run. Yeah, I know what you mean by that. Rich in the house, Eagle Eye Football. I've got my voice back. We did it. Everyone go and check Rich out. Massive Crystal Palace fan, but he does a lot of good stuff on his channel on Eagle Eye Football. A lot of good stuff, and go and check out. He's doing the women's side of the game. He represents the women's side of the game. He did a lot for AFCON back in the winter. You know, he does a lot on his channel. Really respect the man. He does a good show on Sunday nights. Gets amped. I'll give him a little promotion right now. I'm on there sometimes. I've been on there the last few Sundays, I think. It's a funny show. Get everyone on. Banter, laugh. Real good talk. Really good football talk. So go and check him out, guys. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. And he's a Palace fan. We all respect Palace on this channel. I've got time for Palace. Liverpool has shown over the years this is the time of season we play our best football. Exactly. Demo in the house. How are you, Demo? You're doing good, man. Taki needs to play more. Demo. Demo loves his Taki Minamino. Yeah, I like look. These players are going to be needed, Demo. Players like Taki are going to be needed. You're welcome, Rich. You're welcome, my man. You're welcome. Yeah, players like Taki Minamino are going to be needed. Origi, they're going to be needed. You're going to need all your players from now to the end of the season. Liverpool go play. I think if Liverpool want to get to the final of the FA Cup and the Champions League and take Man City to the wire, I think we've got 18 more games to play this season. 18 more games. That is a lot of football. A lot of football. We're going to need a whole squad to do that, guys. A whole squad. We're going to need everybody, even your Takis, your Origis. They're going to have to play minutes. We're going to have to play. They're going to have to play minutes if we want to win everything this season. Demo Klopp doesn't seem to rotate properly. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I think he's doing better this season because he's got the squad now. So hopefully in the seasons coming up, next season, the following season, the rotation will be a bit better because he has got the squad now. So I think he has done it better this season. To be fair, Taki has played well when he's been called on. He has, unlike Oxlade-Chamberlain. Don't forget James freaking Milner. I love that man. Yeah, can't forget about Millie Boy. I absolutely love James Milner. And yeah, he'll be players with his professionality, you know, Hendos, your Milners. You need these players. You know, they're professionals, these long-term servants of the club and football in general. And they help everyone stay grounded. Can you believe Taki Ali scoring a cup played no minutes in that final? Yeah, okay. That was a bit. I was shocked that Taki didn't get any time in the final. I do agree with you, Demo. I do agree with you. Yeah, Klopp can be cold, man. Klopp can be cold. But Demo, we won it at the end of the day, and that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. But come on, Jamie Ox done well. Yeah, I will admit that Ox did well when their boys were at the AFCON. I mean, his performances of late have been disappointing. And, you know, the way he came off the pitch the other night against Nottingham Forest and wording, you know, math in them words like, I don't ever get football any time and all this sort of stuff. He weren't playing well. But you got people like Minamino, you know, who don't get a lot of game time. When they play, they make an impact. You know, they know their role. And I think Ox just needs to... you know, just chill a little bit. Know your role in the club at the moment because he's not a starter for Liverpool. So, yeah, I got you. But they're going to all be needed, guys. I said there's 18 games to go if we want to get to all the finals. And, you know, Champions League, in a way, look, the FA Cup semi-final, we got Manchester City. Obviously, they're trying to get the stadium changed because Liverpool and Manchester City are both northwest of the country. And they want the semi-final to be at Wembley, which is obviously in London. But on that same weekend, the trains between Manchester and Liverpool are completely cancelled. There is no trains from Manchester and Liverpool to London that weekend of the FA Cup semi-final. So how are these fans meant to get down to Wembley? So they're apparently petitioning right now. They're talking to the FA to get the game moved so it's in a more neutral area up north for the fans to get to, because it makes no sense having two northern clubs going to Wembley for a semi-final, right, which is a 200-mile trip down south for the semi-final, when there's no trains on. So if there's no trains from Manchester and Liverpool to London that weekend, why the hell would you still play there? How can the fans get there? You know, unless the clubs put on loads of coaches, unless Man City and Liverpool put on lots and lots of coaches, you know, for the fans to get down and back, that's the only way they can do it. I think it was just me pissed off at himself because he knows he can do better. I'm hoping that he weren't very professional. Where do you play it? But I'd play it at Villa Park. I think it'd be at Old Trafford if it's played, John. I think it'd be played at Old Trafford because it's the biggest stadium. Yeah, I think it'd be played at Old Trafford. That's the stadium. That's the stadium they're looking at. Apparently, is Old Trafford because of. I'd have it at Villa Park, but there is also games, Premier League games on that weekend as well. So it all depends who's playing at home. If United aren't playing at home but Villa are, then they'll play at Old Trafford, I think. Howdy, Chris. How are you, my man? Hope you're good. The FA is ridiculous. The FA is a joke. You're totally right. They move it. They won't move it away from Wembley. I know. They're just, the FA are just so goddamn ridiculous, and they don't care about the fans, guys. This is another thing to prove that the FA don't give a shit about you, us guys. They don't give a crap about us. Don't care about the fans at all. And this ain't just a Liverpool thing. It's Manchester City fans. Manchester City fans. You know, there's not many of them, granted, but you know, they're not thinking of them either. Not thinking of Liverpool fans, Manchester City fans. It's not right. There's no trains. There's no, the whole weekend, Easter weekend, there is no trains from Liverpool, Manchester to London. It's just as simple as that. So how are these fans meant to get the 200-mile trip to Wembley, you know, to watch this game? The clubs, they're going to make the clubs pay out. And this is another thing what the FA are going to do. They just go past the buck. They just go past the buck. They go tell the two clubs to make the fork out to pay for loads of coaches so the fans can come down south for the cup semi-final. And that's not right. It shouldn't be on the clubs to do that. This is the FA's tournament. It's the FA Cup. It's their tournament. They should be looking after the fans, not the clubs. It should be them. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Man United at home to Norwich on the 16th. Yes, that's out the equation. So unless Villa Park, if Aston Villa are not at home, it's the only other stadium big enough to take that semi-final as well. Because that's the thing, you can't have it. You need it in a stadium that's big enough. You need at least a 40,000 seated stadium, and that's Villa Park. But if they're at home as well, you might not have no choice. But it should be the FA paying for the bloody coaches, not the club. It should be the. Edward P, you're right. They won't move because of money reasons. It's a joke. Yeah, exactly. I love that little slide they get at Man City. Well, they're not many fans. But it's true, ain't it? St. James's is another one. Yeah, you could do it at St. James's. They got like 51,000, 52,000. Anfield is available. Can you imagine? Oh, we'd never hear the end of it from City fans if Liverpool played it at home. They are never moving it. They should help pay for the buses. Yeah, exactly. Look, it's going to be at Wembley. There's nothing they will do. It's going to be at Wembley, but like Liz said, the FA should pay for all the coaches to go from Manchester and Liverpool to London and back. It shouldn't be up to the clubs to pay for it. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's It's not the Premier League. This is the FA Cup. It's the FA's competition. They know the FA already know that the trains are down. There's no trains from Manchester and Liverpool to London on Easter weekend. They know that already. But you've got two Manchester clubs. It's all right for, obviously, Chelsea and Crystal Palace in the other semi-final. It's perfectly fine because they're London-based teams. They're London-based teams, so it's easy for them. It's easy for them. That's not a problem. But we're on about two northern-based teams that live 200 miles away. And you want them, with no trains. It's not possible. And if anyone knows Wembley, driving to Wembley and parking at Wembley is impossible. There is nowhere to park. You can't park at Wembley around London. It's not possible. The last time I did it, I believe parking cost £40. The last time I did it, it cost £40 to park your car. So it's impossible to drive there and park. You can't do that. So they need coaches, and shouldn't be up to the clubs. It's disgusting. They won't. It'll come down to the clubs to cover the cost. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a joke. It's a total and utter joke. It shouldn't be on, but this is where we are, and this is where we are, guys. This is the shitness of the FA. It's all about money to them, guys. It's all about the quick buck. So what we're going to talk about now, guys, is the Premier League, because this is the interesting one for me. This is the interesting one because I think Liverpool will win the Premier League this season. I really do. I think we will win the Premier League this season. And but I know we're a point behind City. We have got all the momentum at this moment in time, I would say. I don't know if you guys agree, but I think we have all the momentum right now. And yeah, I personally think I see us winning the league. I really do. I know we have the harder fixtures, which I'm going to get up right now. Let me just get them up. And I'm going to share them with you guys. I'm going to share them. Let me just make this screen bigger before I share it on the screen with you guys, so we can go through all the fixtures together. Share alike, share this screen. Where are we? There we go. There we go. Right, guys. So, obviously, the Aston Villa game is obviously going to be, they have to move the Aston Villa game because that's the day of the FA Cup semi-final. So, I don't know where they're going to move that to. That's going to be a difficult one to do. But obviously, when we come back off international break, our first game is the home games of Watford on the 2nd of April. At home, it's a 12:30 kickoff. I hate 12. Don't know about you guys, but 12:30 kickoffs are ridiculous. I mean, for Liz, Liz is in Florida, so a 12:30 kickoff for Liz is a nightmare. I don't know what time that would be for Liz. It must be like 6:30 in the morning or something like that. True, John. It seems unfair to the fans. It is, Liz, but Liverpool fans always find a way to get there no matter what. Yeah, that is very true. Now you're starting to listen to me, Jamie. Only took all season. John, I love you. I love you. We beat Watford and go had pressure on them. Yeah. So look, Liverpool versus Watford, guys. A 12:30 kickoff. 7:30 a.m. for Liz. Jesus. So Liz will be watching a Liverpool Watford game with a bowl of cereal and a glass of orange juice. Love it. I'll tell you what, fans around the world, I absolutely adore fans around the world, especially Liverpool fans around the world. In America, you're watching games at like 7:30 in the morning, and you're so passionate as well. I absolutely love Liverpool fans around the world. I really do. So in theory, guys, the Liverpool-Watford game, our first game back after the international break on Saturday, the 2nd of April at 12:30 kickoff, we can go top of the league. We can actually go top of the league on that game, which is will put a lot of pressure on Manchester City. I think they're away to Burnley later on in the day. Now, you'd expect Man City to smash Burnley up, but with Watford and Burnley, to be fair, both teams are fighting relegation. They need points desperately. But with us being at home, I expect us to win home games, putting like a lot of pressure on Watford. I expect that to be 3 points, and that puts us top of the league, even if it is just for a few hours. It'll put us top of the Premier League, and it'll put pressure on Man City. Man, going away, you got to think about it. If it was the other way around as well, when you win your game and you go top of the league, and the team's got to play after it, they're at a difficult game away to Burnley. They should beat Burnley normally. Let's not get it right. They should beat Burnley normally, But Burnley are fighting relegation. So you got that. Plus, the pressure will be on Manchester City to get points because a draw is not good enough. Manchester City have to win that game. Liverpool and Manchester City from now on cannot draw a game. They cannot even draw a game. A draw will feel like a loss to these teams. That's the pressure and how good Liverpool, Manchester City are. They're light years above everyone else in English football. They're the two best, for me, the two best teams in Europe, and they're just light years ahead of everybody. So a draw feels terrible. So you have to win games. Can you imagine the pressure that does to both teams, to Liverpool and Manchester City? It's a lot of pressure. But Liverpool playing first, they're the first team to put the pressure on. So Liverpool can put the pressure on Manchester City first when we come back off international break. It's, being top of the league, City will know, hang on, we are 14 points clear of Liverpool in January. How are we now second in the league? And then they got to go and play Burnley away from home, who's fighting relegation. And knowing that a draw is not good enough, you have to win. That is massive pressure. I don't care who you are as a footballer and who you are as a team. If it was Liverpool, that's huge pressure on Liverpool. If it's Man City, it's huge pressure. These two teams are so elite, it's unreal. They have to win both. It's just win. Let me just get to a few of your comments in chat, guys. Big up, Liz. Have two respect fans like that. We really do have the best fans in the world. That we do. Salah normally bangs a brace against Watford. He does. Chris, how are you, my man? Good evening. Hope you're well. We're good, Chris. Hope you're doing good. Burnley, when big Sean Dyche needs a point, he's a Liverpool fan. Yeah, that is a big thing. Sean Dyche is a Liverpool fan. I don't know if a lot of people know that. So I don't know if he is anymore, but Sean Dyche grew up a Liverpool fan. I don't know if people know that now. Sorry I was late. I was on Mike Green's channel doing the darts podcast as always. How'd it go, Chris? How is old Mike? Is he all right? Everything went well for that stream, my man. City can't cope with the pressure. The Palace game showed that it certainly did. Look, the thing with Manchester City in that Crystal Palace game, I said it after as well. If that was Liverpool win that game. Manchester City have their firepower is a problem at the moment. Look, Mahrez has got over 20 goals this season, but they're quite stat padding goals, their FA Cup goals, their League Cup goals, the things like that. There's a few Premier League goals here and there, but I like Sterling. I watched Sterling against who did City play in the FA Cup? Sorry, Southampton. I watched Sterling play that game. Sterling's a player. For me, Sterling's their best forward. I think Sterling is Manchester City's best forward. Foden's a player. So they've got goals in their team. They just haven't got the firepower that Liverpool have. And that's the difference. When City are not playing on top of their game, like a bit like Crystal Palace, that they had lots of chances, Man City, but they weren't playing at the top of their game. And that's when you need the firepower Liverpool got. Liverpool weren't playing on top of their game against Nottingham Forest. Still got the win. Really weren't playing at the top of our game, against who did we beat 2-0? Arsenal. Really weren't playing at the top of our game against Arsenal, to be fair. I think we was only in second gear. We could have gone many more gears up and played better football, but we still got out of that with a 2-0 win. So Liverpool will always find ways to win games. And at this moment in time, Man City, I think, are struggling to do that. I think Manchester City are struggling to do that at this moment in time. And, Yeah, like you say, John, the pressure of Manchester City is massive, absolutely massive. Let me get some of your comments here, guys. Liz says City will drop points. I think they will as well. It went good. I'm just my usual self. Thanks to the Lord. I'm glad, Chris. Don't change, Chris. We love you. They're all fighting and arguing with each other in the game. Love to see it. Yeah, they were. Raheem, that little shit, played well against Southampton. Yeah. Statman in the house. Hey, Steve. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you're good. Even Jamie, mate, and everyone in chat. Don't forget to go and sub to Statman's channel if you haven't already, guys. Great bloke. Person I like to call my friend. He's a good bloke. Go and check him out. I'll be on his show at 9 o'clock tonight as well. So please check that out as well. Big up, Steve, man. Hope you're well. Let's get to more of our fixtures here. Let me scroll down a little bit, guys. Let me scroll down. So there we got some important games right here. Right. So after we beat Watford, because I think we will. Hey, Steve. Everyone's shouting out Steve-O. We got Manchester City on the 10th of April, obviously, on the Sunday. Away to the Etihad. The big game, guys. Big up to my mate. All good. How you doing? Hi, Liz. Hope you're okay. The big game, the Etihad, Liverpool City, for me now is the biggest game in European football. For me, Liverpool Man City has taken over Real Madrid and Barcelona. I don't know what anyone else thinks about that, but I believe now this is the biggest game in European football. They're the two best teams in Europe, and I just think it's the best game. I mean, that Manchester City-Liverpool game earlier in the season when we finished 2-2, what a match. What quality in that game. Salah's goals. I mean, Salah's second goal. Jesus Christ. Still, for me, the goal of the season. It was a game of pure quality. And for me, it's the best. It's the best game. It is the best game in Europe now. And I can't wait for it. It's going to be so good. You know, Liverpool, City, they're probably going to go into that game all level, everything level, because I do think City are going to drop points to Burnley. I think they're going to draw to Burnley. I really do. I think they're going to drop points to Burnley because of the pressure Liverpool are putting on them right now. And we are in Man City's heads. We are in their heads. You only listened to Bernardo Silva in his interview. He never even got asked about Liverpool, and he just chatted about Liverpool constantly. We are in their heads, definitely. But don't forget, before we go to the Etihad, we have got a game against Benfica on the Wednesday, I believe, before that game. And then, obviously, we've got Benfica after that game as well. So the Man City game is sandwiched in between the two legs of the Benfica game. And at the same time, Manchester City have got to play Atletico Madrid. Now, personally, I think Man City will get past Atletico Madrid because if everyone watched Atletico Madrid versus Man United, Atletico Madrid was shocking. They were crap. Man United, if they were better on the day, should have won that game comfortably. You know, Man United are terrible. That's how bad it was. And Atletico Madrid will do all the dirty tactics, the shithousery that they're known for against Manchester City. And I think you can frustrate Man City when you do that. I really do. So I think Man City will win that game, but I think they'll come out of that game really frustrated, really will. And Pep and Simeone on the touchline, man, that's going to be as good to watch as the game itself. And then hopefully we have more of an easier game against Benfica. You know, we should be beating Benfica quite comfortably. So I'm hoping we win that game more comfortably. And Man City have a bit of a harder game against Atletico Madrid. Then that takes us to the Etihad, guys. That takes us to the Etihad. Let me get some of your comments before we carry on. All good, my man. Look forward to show later. Yeah, give Steve his love. I believe it's pronounced Emptyhad. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I corrected myself, Liz. Good man, John. Me too. Real Madrid and Barca are effing shite these days. They are. Definitely the Emptyhad. if City need to go away and get something from the game, I can see City resting players against us. He wants the Champions League more. Yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing. I don't think City have the firepower to win the Premier League and Champions League together this season. I really don't. I don't think they have the firepower. They have the squad. Don't get me wrong. City have the squad. There's no doubt about that. But I just don't know if they have the firepower up top to win the Premier League and the Champions League together this season. But I do think Liverpool do. That's not me saying I think we got a better squad than Manchester City. I think Man City have got a better overall squad than Liverpool. But Liverpool have got more firepower. I mean, look at the subs we can make. Look at the subs we made the other day. We brought Jota and Salah on, for goodness sake. You know, Manchester City haven't got that on their subs bench. And I think that is what's going to win us more games, I think, than Manchester City. And that's why I think we can do the Premier League and Champions League more than Manchester City this season. It might sound a bit strange, me saying that like because City have got the better squad. I just feel we have the better firepower. I believe we can play poorly and still score goals where, like you saw against Man City, Crystal Palace, Man City didn't play well and they didn't score. Man City played Southampton, drew 1-1, played poorly, didn't get the winning goals. They've lost twice to Tottenham this season. They haven't scored against Crystal Palace this season. So the points, I think Liverpool can play poorly and score goals at this moment in time. And I think that's the difference between the two teams. What front three would you start against City? Good question. I'm going to star that, my man. I'll come back to that question, Chris, because that's a good question. I'll come back to that one. So obviously we've got Man City, Liverpool on the 10th, Sunday, the 10th of April. And then we've got Liverpool versus Man United at home on Tuesday, the 19th of April. But obviously before that, on the Sunday, because I think Liverpool's game will be Easter Sunday against Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-final. So we've got a lot of games. This is what I'm talking about, fixtures. And is this quadruple possible? Look at the fixtures now for April, guys. So Liverpool, Watford. Then we've got the Champions League game. Then we've got Man City, Liverpool. Then we got the Champions League game against Benfica again. Then we got Easter Sunday, probably we got Manchester City in the FA Cup. Then we're at home to Manchester United. If we can get through them games, guys, winning all them games as well, then everything is ours to win. The quadruple is ours to win. This is the important games. Between Liverpool and Watford on the 2nd of April to Manchester United on Tuesday, the 19th of April. For me, this is where the season is either won for us or everything's lost for us. I really do believe that. So I think we'll beat Watford at home. I think I'm quite comfortable in saying that. Manchester City, Liverpool, I think that all depending on how the Champions League goes for both teams. If both teams have an easy path, like they both, we get rid of Benfica quite comfortably the first leg. City the same. It's going to be it's going to be exciting. It's going to be really, really exciting. And then, obviously, the FA Cup semi-final is sandwiched in between. And then we got the Liverpool-Man United game at Old Trafford. I'm not so worried about the Liverpool-Man United game at Old Trafford because, Manchester United are so poor at this moment in time and Liverpool are far, far better team. Plus, being at Anfield, I don't see us losing at home in the league. I really don't this season. And I feel comfortable against Manchester United. Diaz, Marley, Salah with Bobby just behind. We'll get to that. We're going to get to that team talk in a minute. Statman. We'll get John. Statman says Diaz, Salah, and Jota for me. Oh, toasty, guys. We'll get to that in a sec. Let's just get to the rest of these fixtures here. Then we've obviously got the Everton, which is we have the possibility of relegating Everton. That would be fun, wouldn't We have a huge possibility at relegating Everton Football Club. 26th of April. You know, not many games to go. That we beat Everton at home, Everton could possibly get relegated. I mean, we could win the quadruple. Man United don't get in the Champions League, and Everton get relegated in the same season. Is that the greatest season ever as a Liverpool fan? I mean, you can't. Surely, as a Liverpool fan, you can't get better than that, guys. You really can't. Liverpool winning the league, winning everything, every cup, winning the league, everything. Man United finish 5th or 6th, and Everton get relegated. Is there anything better than that? I mean, that would be amazing. Then we've got a difficult away game to Newcastle. Don't get me wrong, Newcastle are in decent form. They've lost their last 2, but that'll still be a difficult game. I think Newcastle are safe from relegation now, so they might not have nothing to play for by the time we get to the 30th of April. So that might be an easier game. Everton game will be moved when we get through to the semi-finals Champions League. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Well, it's a Sunday though, ain't it? It's a Sunday, so I don't know. Will it be moved? Daffy, how are you, Daffy? The semi-final FA Cup venue debate is quite astonishing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it shouldn't be in Wembley, should it? I don't know. What's your opinions on the FA Cup semi-final venue debate, Daffy? Let me know, fella. Let me know. Yeah, Everton game will be moved and get. Oh, is it because of will it be moved? It's a Sunday. Why would it be moved? I'm confused. Because Champions League games are midweek games, aren't they? Oh, is it because? Oh, it might be because of time. Because the Man United game, man. I'll get you. And then we've got Newcastle. Then we're at home to Spurs in May. Beginning May, we're at home to Spurs. In a game, you know, these are our last 3. So these are our last 3 games of the Premier League season. It will be the first league is a Tuesday. Oh, okay, fair enough. I get you, my man. I get you. So yeah, there's our last 3. So Spurs at home, away to Southampton, and at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers. The home game to Wolverhampton Wanderers should be a nothing game because, you know, Wolves have, you know, will they have a European spot to fight for, or will their season already flattened out? Yeah, you know, it all depends. Southampton, away to Southampton, by the 15th of May, Southampton players are probably already on holiday, already got one mind of what beach to go to. So, yeah, that game should be an easy one. And Spurs at home will be a difficult game, especially if Spurs are still in the top 4 hunt. Daffy says London train chaos, St James Park. Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier, Daffy. Like, there's no trains obviously running from Man United and Liverpool to London that weekend on Easter weekend. So for the FA to still have it at Wembley is a complete and utter joke. Yeah, St James's Park is a good one. I don't know who's playing at home. The only problem is there is Premier League games that weekend as well. So are Newcastle playing at home that weekend? We know Man United are playing at home that weekend, so Old Trafford's out of it. We don't know about Villa Park yet, and St James's Park, because you need a big enough stadium. That's a good one, St James's. When we win the quadruple, will it make Klopp the best Premier League manager in history? Well, it has to be, don't it? It has to be. It has to. Yeah. I mean, it'll win 2 league titles, you know, equaling Man United's 20. This is another thing as well, guys. We win the league this year. We equal Man United's 20 league titles, right? We didn't win the league for 30 years. Right? And Man United are only in front of us by one trophy, by 1 league title. That's all. We haven't won the title for 30 years, but Man United are only in front of us by 1 league title. So, yeah, it'll have to be, mate. We're drawing 20. If we win the Champions League as well, like you say, that's 7 European Cups. I think that equals, is that equal AC Milan? Makes us the second best ever winning Champions League side with AC Milan. Only Real Madrid would be better. I mean, that's what an incredible stat. And the FA Cup is the only trophy Jurgen Klopp's not won for Liverpool. It's the only trophy. Jurgen Klopp would have won everything then. Absolutely everything in English football. And he's won a European Cup. Pep Guardiola has won everything in English football, but he's not won the European Cup with Manchester City yet. Jurgen Klopp could win. If Jurgen Klopp wins the FA Cup, he's won every trophy he can with Liverpool. So that would put him above him for me. Let's get to more of your comments here. Newcastle play on Friday night against Wolves. So yeah, Saturday and Sunday, is that enough turnaround to be played again? I'm not sure. All right, Jamie lad, first time in English top flight, quadruple. It's on, baby. Hope you're well. I'm good, Mary. I'm good. How are you? Have a great evening. Have a great evening, Liz. Thanks for coming in. Really, really appreciate it. So the Spurs game will be a tricky game. I think the Spurs and Man United games will be tricky because they will be going for Champions League football, all depending how well Arsenal are doing. I mean, if Arsenal will quite get clear by then, fourth place could be all done. And being fifth or sixth, what's it really matter? You know what I mean? So there'll be tricky games. I expect this Liverpool. I just don't see Liverpool dropping points, guys. I don't see Liverpool Football Club dropping many points this season. I really don't. I really don't, guys. So here's the Premier League table as it stands. Man City on 29, play 29. Liverpool play 29. 69 and 70. Here's a stat for you. Yeah. To be fair, Daffy, it probably will, because Spurs are very good on. Spurs playing away from home are very good on the counter attack. They're very, very good on the counter attack. Tottenham Hotspur, so that will be a tougher game for me, and that will be a tougher game. I just hope Tottenham win the game before us, because they lose the game after it. Yeah, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. But there's Premier League Premier League table at this moment in time. And apparently in 18-19 season, here's a stat for you. In the 18-19 season, Manchester City had 71 points at this same stage, 29 games gone. This is the 18-19 season, I believe. Manchester City had 71 points and Liverpool had 70 points. A few years later, same games played right now, 29 games. City have 70 points, Liverpool have 69. These two teams have not dropped in years. These two teams are as good as they were back in 18-19. Same points, 1 point in it. It was 71 and 70. This time it's 70 and 69. Nothing in it. These two teams are elite. They're the best two teams in Europe. Keep saying it, guys. There's no one better than Manchester City and Liverpool Football Club in Europe right now. You look at the win pile. We've won 21 games. And Manchester City have won one more in 22. They've drawn 4. We've drawn 6. We've lost 2. They've lost 3. We have scored 75 goals this season. We have only conceded 20. Manchester City have conceded 18. I think they have the best defence in the league. They do. Chelsea next. And then I believe Liverpool after on 20. So we have the third best defence, but the most goals. We're 25 short of 100 goals. And we got, 9 games to go? We could easily reach 100 goals this season in the league. Phenomenal record. Phenomenal stuff. Conceding only 20 goals, the way we play, guys. We defend completely different to Manchester City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, Man United, Wolves, West Ham. We defend completely different than them teams. We play a high line and we play 1 versus 1 at the back. To only concede 20 goals playing that way is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I can't say it. I've got my teeth in, so I can't say the word phenomenal. I can't say it. It's great. It's great. I can't get it out. Here's the form guide. Obviously, City have won their last 3 out of 5. They've drawn 1 and lost 1. Liverpool won their last 5. Liverpool won their last 9 on the bounce, guys. We're in amazing form. John, it's got to be said, without Liverpool and City, this league would be effing shite. It would be, mate. It would be crap. You know, with no... yeah, you take Liverpool and Man City out this league. This league is... it's not a good league, is it? I mean, Wolves are 8th. Wolves are 8th and they've only scored 31 goals. They've only scored 31 goals and they're 8th in the league. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. You know, Arsenal are 4th at the moment on 54 points. That would get them Champions League. This is, you know, it's not a great, it isn't a great league. You are right. Daffy, total decide will be on the last game. Gerrard will do a favour for Liverpool at Everton Villa. I do believe in karma. Don't know about you guys, but I believe in karma. And the stick Steven Gerrard has had now for like 10 years about slipping over against Chelsea, and that's what cost us the league and blah, 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 blah. What if Aston Villa beat Manchester City on the last day of the season, managed by Steven Gerrard, by Steven George Gerrard, and the goal scorer who wins the game for Aston Villa is Philippe Coutinho? Could you write a better script? It's like a drama. It's like a drama, guys. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? All the karma, all the abuse Gerrard's got of fans for years and years and years and years because he slipped over. If he went and beat Man City on the last game of the season, and Philippe Coutinho is the man who got the goal, and Liverpool comfortably beat Wolves to win the league, Gerrard will have his redemption, won't he? He'd have his redemption. He wouldn't care what fans sung after it, would they? He wouldn't give a crap because he would know in the bottom of his heart, him beating Man City helped Liverpool win the league. So he'd be like, yeah, whatever, sing your songs, I don't care anymore. We'll see, care. You know what I mean? Karma, guys, it comes around. It comes around. That would be a blockbuster ending. It would, wouldn't it? It'd be like a drama. You wouldn't be able, if someone wrote that as a film script, you'd be like, no, that's bull. I can't. That's not believable. Don't be stupid. It could actually happen. If Stevie G wins us the league, give the man a medal. Tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if he did turn up at the parade. I wouldn't be surprised if he turned up at the parade. It wouldn't shock me, guys. It wouldn't shock me. It'd be if we made the Champions League final, we'd definitely be there. And there's another thing: the Champions League final is obviously in Paris, ain't it? Part of France. And the last time Liverpool won the Champions League in 1981 in Paris, we had to beat Bayern Munich in the semi-final and Real Madrid in the final in Paris in 1981. Yeah. If results go that way, we could play Bayern Munich in the semi-final this year and Real Madrid in the final this year in Paris in 2022. 41 years later. Karma, guys. Karma. I'm saying it first. I'm saying it now. I'm starting to believe, guys. I really am starting to believe this quad is absolutely possible. I'm starting to believe, guys, that this quad is possible. I really am. I don't know about you guys, but the more I talk about it and the more I sit here thinking about it, it's hard to say. Look, as fans, we can talk about it. We're all fans. I do my YouTube stuff. I can talk about it. Yeah, I can have this conversation and bring it into the atmosphere. Why not? Why can't we talk about it? Why can't we get giddy about it? Why can't we get happy about it? No, we should be. We should be allowed to, you know, because it's on. It's not like this ain't a possibility. It's not like it's beyond all possibility that this can happen, you know, because it can. We are Liverpool Football Club. We are the best team in Europe with Manchester City for me. We are the best team in European football at this moment in time. Why ain't this? Why can't we talk about this? Why can't we talk about this? We've already got one in the bag. Beat Chelsea in the final. Great final. One of the best cup finals I've seen in years. Tremendous game of football. We've won that game. We're in the semi-final against Man City. Could possibly, win that. The Manchester City game is harder than whoever we play in the final if we beat Manchester City in the semis. That's how I look at it. The hardest team to play is Manchester City. If we beat Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-final, Chelsea or Crystal Palace are going to be an easier game. So if I'm thinking like that and I'm thinking, we can get past City in a one-off game, why can't we beat Manchester City? I think we can beat Manchester City. We're equally as good as Manchester City, if not better sometimes. So, yeah, why can't we beat Man City? And then thinking about it logically, Chelsea or Crystal Palace are not as good as Manchester City and are not as good as us. So, yeah, thinking of that, we can win the FA Cup, Champions League. We're better than Benfica. All the teams wanted Benfica in a draw. Liverpool wanted Benfica, Man City wanted Benfica, Atletico Madrid wanted Benfica, Real Madrid wanted Benfica. Everyone wanted Benfica in a draw, let's face it. We got Benfica. We should be beating Benfica. Am I scared of Bayern Munich if we get them in the semi-finals? No, I'm not. I'm not scared of Bayern Munich, but they will be difficult opposition. They will be difficult opposition. If you beat Bayern Munich in the semi-final, and then the final is possibly, either Chelsea, Man City or Real Madrid probably. Yeah, that would probably be the final. Are any of them better than Bayern Munich? Maybe Man City, and that's about it. I don't think Real Madrid are better than Bayern Munich. So should I be worried? I don't, I want Real Madrid in the final. That's who I want in the final. I want Real Madrid in the Champions League final because I want redemption on them motherfuckers, right? I want redemption on them. Yeah, I want Salah to eat them up. I want Salah to get his redemption, his song. I want him to smash Real Madrid up. I want to end Real Madrid. So I want Real Madrid in the Champions League final. And then the league. The league is what it is. It's between Liverpool and City. As long as Liverpool and City, if we win every game from now to the end of the season, we're champions. But you can say the same with Man City. If they win every game now till the end of the season, they're champions as well. It's that game at the Etihad. Whoever wins that game at the Etihad wins the Premier League for me. Because if we lose that the Man City and they're 4 points clear, with only 7 games to go, you gotta say City will go win the league. If we win that game and go clear of Manchester City, Liverpool will go win the league. Whoever wins that game at the Etihad will win the Premier League trophy. So the quad is on, guys. The quadruple, finishing this video up, the quadruple is more than definitely on. And I'm excited about it. This is the best end to a season I can remember as a Liverpool fan for a long, long time. Long time. And we should start getting excited about it. I can understand when managers and players say, we're only going one game at a time. We've got to look at the next game. And after we played that, we've got to look at the next game. As fans, we don't look at it like that. We get excited. We go, fuck that. I'm looking down the fixtures to see who we play in a few weeks. We'll win that, we'll win that, we'll win that. Yeah, it's on. Because that's what we do as fans, and that's what we should do as fans. We're allowed to do that as fans. And it's on, guys. It's more than definitely on. Yesterday, I did a different video, and yesterday I was thinking, I don't think we'll win the FA Cup, but I think we'll win the Champions League and League Cups, and we win them 3. I think the FA Cup, in a weird way, I think the FA Cup might be the hardest one to win. I don't know about you guys. Thinking of it logically, will the FA Cup actually be the hardest one out of all of them to win? Because we've got Manchester City in the semi-final. Now, no matter what we think of Manchester City, they're obviously a world-class team. They're up there. They're the best team in Europe with Liverpool Football Club. Yeah, we can all agree with that. They're a tremendous side. It's going to be a hard game. But then you've got to look at the other semi-final. Chelsea will probably get past Crystal Palace, yeah? So that's Chelsea in the final. So that, thinking of it, you're playing Manchester City and then Chelsea, yeah? That's the semi-final and final of the FA Cup. That is probably more difficult to win in some ways than maybe the Champions League. depending on how the draw goes. You know, if you play, we get past Benfica and say you could beat. I mean, Villarreal could shock the world to beat Bayern Munich, and you play Villarreal in the semi-final, and then you got a Real Madrid in the final. That would be easier than playing Manchester City and Chelsea in the FA Cup. So it is difficult, but I think we can do this, guys. I really do. I really do think we can do this. Daffy says, yeah, Champions League will be Bayern's hardest opponent. Great. If you can't enjoy this, what can you enjoy? This is the best time to be a Liverpool fan. Exactly, John. It's no better time, guys. It's no better time. I actually think Palace win against Chelsea. Yeah, I've got a sneaky feeling about Palace as well. I've got a sneaky feeling about Palace as well, John. I agree with you. I do agree with you. Guys, this has been a great show. These are my thoughts on Liverpool winning the quadruple. You know, after this, get in the comments down below, guys. Leave what you think in the comments of what happened to Liverpool this season. Will we win the quadruple? Will we win just the league and the League Cup? Will we win the domestic treble, the FA Cup, League and the League Cup? Don't forget, that's another thing. Leave them in the comments, guys, after this video. Get down in the comments. Leave them in down there. Let me know your thoughts. But that's another thing I just thought. Manchester City won the nation treble, didn't they? The domestic treble. No one's ever won a domestic treble before. Can you imagine if we win the FA Cup and League and equal that within 2 seasons? No one's ever done it before, and then Liverpool equal that in 2 seasons. I mean, it's just the possibility. To think the records Liverpool could break this season. You know, if Liverpool win the quadruple, it shuts everyone up in ever. Now, Man United fans can never, ever, ever, ever go on about 1999 again, how they won the treble, because Liverpool fans just go, well, did you win a quadruple in 2022? No, you did not. So goodbye. You know, so they can never say anything again. Arsenal's invincibles. We went the whole season unbeaten. Yeah, but you drew 12 games. If that Arsenal team that won the Invincibles, you put them in the league now, they'd finish 3rd. So what does going undefeated actually mean? Nothing, Jack. And then the domestic treble that Man City won, the League Cup, the FA Cup and the League, Liverpool Cup. We did that, plus the Champions League. So, yeah, the quadruple is on. We're in a brilliant state of mind. We're in a good way. We're winning games. We've got the best forward line in European football. We got the best squad Liverpool have had since 1988 for me. This is the best squad since Liverpool's 1988 team. It's the best squad I can remember. We got the best manager in the world. And it's on, guys. It's as simple as that. The quadruple is on. Until it's impossible, it is on, guys. Thank you very much to everyone tuning in today. I really appreciate it, guys. Look out for more videos in the week. Obviously, we've got an international break. So I'll have to make some videos up like I've done today. You know, if there's any breaking news in the weeks to come and things like that. I might talk about Chelsea's new ownership. That might be a video I do in the week, guys. Chelsea's new ownership. Looks like they're getting American owners as well. They'll go along with Liverpool, Man United and Tottenham and everyone else and Arsenal. It's the owners Chelsea don't want. Chelsea do not want these owners. So I might do a video on that. Look out for more videos in the week. I will be doing international watch-alongs next week. I will be doing Senegal and Egypt. I'll be doing that international watch-along. Salah versus Mane. Whoever wins goes to the World Cup. I'll be doing Germany versus Holland, international friendly as well. And England and Switzerland, is it? So, guys, tune in for them watch-alongs as well. Make sure you have subscribed. Make sure you hit the bell, because that lets you know when I go live, guys. Hopefully YouTube knocks them out to you guys, lets you know when I go live. So make sure you hit the bell, press all on there, and you'll get all my notifications when I go live, guys. Watch out for all them. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Really do appreciate that, guys. If you could leave a like on the video, because that'll help the channel massively. I just want to say one thing to you guys. Thank you very much for getting me over the 300 mark in subscribers. I really appreciate that. I am going to do a 300 subscriber special for you guys, where I'm going to get all of you coming on into the calls. I'm going to open the phone lines, and I want Daffy on the calls. I want John on the calls. You know, I want Statman on the calls, Christopher on the calls, Liz on the calls. Chris on the calls, Edward on the calls. I want you all coming in, having a good chat, talking about anything, questions you want to ask me, Q&As, talk about Liverpool, any other sports you want to talk about. We're going to do a massive video on it in the week, so look out for that as well. Lots coming up on the channel, guys. So leave us a sub, leave us a share the video, subscribe to the video if you're not. If you know people that you think might like the channel, share it with them, guys. Tell them to subscribe, hit the like button. There's one thing I've got to do before I leave, because I starred it, and I did promise Christopher I'd talk about this. What front three would you start against City? To end this, guys, get your front threes in the chat just to end this video. So if we played City, when we play Manchester City, my front line would be Diaz, Mo Salah, and Jota through the middle. Get yours in now, guys, before I go. Guys, you've been absolutely fantastic today. I appreciate every single one of you. Look at the videos in the week, as I've said. International watch-alongs coming up on the channel. Senegal, Egypt. I've got to do Senegal, Egypt, ain't I? It's 2 Liverpool players. It's Mane versus Salah. Winner goes to the World Cup. I'm going to do Germany, Holland, because I think that'd be a decent game of football. Even though it's only a friendly, I think it'd be a decent game of football. And England, Switzerland, I might do just for the sake of doing it. Yeah, so watch out for them. Watch out for the 300 subscriber special as well, guys, because I want you all in on the chat, guys. I want you all calling in on that. I want to talk to all of you, because you guys are the ones who've made this possible. So I want to give my gratitude back to you guys. I want you all coming in on the calls on that day. So make sure you're subscribed. If you know anyone who likes this sort of stuff, make sure you share it to them to subscribe. Leave a like on the video, guys. You guys have been fantastic. Diaz, Mane, Salah, Bobby just behind for John Moore. And Mane, Salah, Jota. Beautiful, beautiful, guys. Guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much. They really appreciate it. Guys, make sure you hit the notification bell on the sub bit. Get all my videos when they come up. I'll be back in the week, guys. Till then, have a good one. See you soon. Much love.